guys, I'm Coach Ali. Today, we're here in Kinetics Lab. So our winter holidays are done, summer is fast approaching, and with summer comes the beach. So today, you guys are gonna tag along to my beach body workout. Let's go! So a lot of people think that the only way to get that beach body is through hours and hours of cardio. But that's not really the case. Here, I'm gonna show you how to do it even better. Follow me.
Bro, get on with the video.
Oh, sorry. So for the first movement for the day, I'm gonna prescribe the Sumo Deadlift. So the reason why I picked the Sumo Deadlift is because it's going to be one of the best movements to build a big butt. And I know that sounds funny, but as a guy, imagine if you're in your board shorts in the beach. You don't want a flat butt, and you also want a big, strong lower back. So that's why the very first movement I'd want you guys to do would be the Sumo Deadlift. Alright, so there are three things to keep in mind during the Sumo Deadlift. The very first one is to make sure that you use your legs to push it off the ground. Don't just use your entire back. Make sure that your legs are contributing to the lift. The second tip that I'd want you guys to take note of is to keep your back straight. We don't want to see you rounding your back during the deadlift. And the final one is to make sure at the top of the lift that you squeeze your butt cheeks as hard as you can. And I know that sounds funny, but it's actually really crucial when it comes to general safety and efficiency in the Sumo Deadlift. 99, 100. Oh, sorry. Get on with the video. Okay, got it. All right, so today, our second movement is going to be the incline chest press machine. In regards to how inclined we want the machine to be, we don't want it pretty high because the higher it is, the more shoulder dominant it would be. But for us, our purpose today is to target the upper pec. So you can see here, this is too high. What we would want is to lower it by just one notch. So you can see this is going to be the optimal angle for targeting your upper chest. So this is roughly 15 to 30 degrees. Anything within that range should be perfectly fine. So the very first thing that you guys have to note when it comes to the incline chest press machine, and this also applies to the bench press, is that as you lie down, you can simply lie down. All you have to do is really squeeze your shoulder blades together. This is really important if you want to maintain solid shoulder health. So again, squeeze your shoulder blades together, and at the same time, your chest will be boasted. And then from here, from that elevated angle, you can press. To really target your upper chest, make sure you pause at the bottom. So here, pause, and then press. Just to go over a few things I already mentioned for the incline chest press machine. The very first thing is to be sure that you really retract your shoulder blades at the very beginning of the lift. The second one, I already mentioned that you do have to pause at the bottom. It's really essential that you feel that full stretch at the bottom of each rep. Third and final tip to make it a bit more challenging for you is to control your negatives, or in other words, to control your eccentrics. Doing so will definitely stretch your upper chest a little more, making it more susceptible to muscle growth. So for the third movement, we're here at the belt squat machine, but we're not actually going to be doing the belt squat. Instead, we're going to be doing a variation of the T-bar row. But here at Kinetics Lab, since I invented this variation, I'd like to call it the push row. Let me show you how it's done. So my top 3 tips here for the push row would be, number 1, I need you guys to lead with your elbows. I don't want you to pull with your hands, and again, just with your elbows. The second tip is that as you're doing these reps, at the very bottom, I would need you to protract, or in other words, round your shoulders, and then as you rep it up, I need you to retract, or squeezing your shoulder blades. This is to ensure that you get a full range of motion and you're not doing half reps at each time. The third tip, I need you guys to control your negatives, or in other words, to control your eccentrics so that you can get that full mind-muscle connection at each rep. Alright, so to round off this workout, I'm gonna finish you guys off with a shoulder superset. The first one's going to be the dumbbell lateral raise, and the second one's going to be the machine rear delt fly. Alright, so to do the first movement, the dumbbell lateral raise, this is actually going to be the simplest movement that you guys will be doing today. So from here, all you have to do is stand up straight, keep solid posture, then bring your arms to the side. And honestly speaking, that's all that it is to this movement. Just make sure that you're not using an excessive amount of momentum. Then from there, drop the weights after your set, proceed to the machine rear delt fly, extend your arms like this. And a tip that I have for a lot of people is that I don't want you to go all the way back like this. And that's not necessarily bad. It's just that if you do so like that, you're going to be working on your traps a bit more than what we would want. Instead, for us to really target the rear delts here, extend your arms and only go halfway. This is one of the few instances that I'd recommend half repping a movement. So here, I want you to control the reps, making sure that you're not flailing it back and forth. And from here, I can guarantee that you're going to feel your rear delts. Alright guys, to conclude this video, I just want to explain on why I chose all of those exercises. And that's primarily because all of them help form a V-taper. And isn't that what we all want, to look like a Dorito chip? But in regards to how many sets and how many reps to perform, I'd want you guys to look at the screen right here and screenshot it for your reference. Alright, so today we talked about just the workout. In regards to the nutrition, I want you guys to look forward to our next episode next week. Alright, so now that's all clear and done. Get out of here because I have to do a set of bicep curls. Let's go! Let's go, boys!